What's up, guys? Rex DreamWorks, and I'm back, feeling a little bit better. Like, no more sore throat. If you haven't noticed in my God of War videos, but you should probably go back to check on. But however, today we are going to talk about something else. This time it is the first episode, based off of the Lego DreamWorks. This time it'll be for character analysis, starting with the famous guy who basically made DreamWorks a powerhouse of animation, and even won an an award about it at the Oscars back in 2001 between Monsters Incorporated and Jimmy Neutron, the movie. This one is Shrek. Speaking of Shrek, we gotta figure out what he does, and here's a little instance. This game mode basically involves some specific abilities that can be accessed for big Lego figures. If we haven't noticed, both on Lego Marvel Superheroes, or better yet, ever since like Pirates of the Caribbean, or which had those orange bars to simplify strength, but then to Lego Marvel Superheroes, Avengers, and then Super Marvel Heroes 2, and I actually don't know about Incredibles, but there's always going to be that. I'm also going to bring that green figure thing back, since Shrek is basically the first big Lego figure that of the DreamWorks you get. So yes, in a way, you have to finish the first game before you can do the others. So here's how it goes in the free roam. There will be like hundreds of characters walking about. Those characters could be characters from either the Shrek universe, the Madagascar, How to Train, Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon, and any other universe. Which, of course, after How to Train Your Dragon, we're going to have to also talk about Megamind, which would probably be easy since it only had one movie, but a little bonus. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Megamind too. Anywho, when it comes to the free roam, there are some characters that you will see in the levels, the story levels, but you cannot unlock them because they are not the main character. So you basically have to get the Knights of Duloc or a few other famous fairy tale creatures, since technically you can't unlock Pinocchio until he's in the second movie. Actually, come to think of it, yeah, it kind of is. I mean, then again, it's been a while since I did that little review of that whole game. So, okay, let's just get over it fast. Shrek's character, let's see. He's a big Lego figure, obviously. He still needs that little belly, like Poe. Actually, we'll get to Poe too. Actually, I should probably just do a whole video about big Lego figures, but there are characters I have not yet mentioned. So, first of all, Shrek. His ability is obviously that we need to figure out is that he's a brawler, of course. But there are also other factors as well. For instance, what if he were... Actually, I don't think I've seen him charge, but I have noticed that when it comes to... Okay, see here, there's the big Legos. For big Lego characters like Mr. Incredible, he can bulldoze and smash stuff and pick up objects with his super strength. And of course, Showtime which of course was very difficult to discuss about that when I played it. But so Shrek, honestly, he does seem kind of agile. So what are some things in free mode you can do for him? Well, we'll get to that first. In story mode first, he's a brawler, of course. So in that case, maybe bring out a classic Shrek the Third game brawler combo. Like, honestly, that would be a good idea to have combos, but no, that won't work. They have to be regular based, although it would be something. So, Shrek. If you so speaking as an Xbox player, although it would be cool to play a Lego game, I was actually thinking about getting the Lego Hobbit. Still sucks that you cannot play as Smaug in his giant form. That's a bad thing. And they should have made a DLC for it when he where you can actually play as him, even the last movie of the Hobbit. But they did not. They did not. They didn't. So Shrek, it's obviously he can pick stuff up. He can break glass with a roar. So obviously holding B while standing still, but you can still move a little after holding B. So that way when you're and wait until you're moving somewhere like until you want to roar, because obviously that has to be an obvious thing. And speaking of special abilities, if you all remember Shrek's Super Slam, then we need to have that classic butt bounce, butt attack, or butt smash, whatever it is, or the butt drop, or something. So for Shrek, what else could he do? Obviously, since he's a big Lego figure, he should have possessed that same thing we've seen in most other games. Like if it was the Hulk, hold X, you basically stand in place, smash like your right foot, grab the ground, or like be it dirt, be it sand, be it wood, metal, and stone. Be it dirt, sand, wood, stone, and metal, or even iron, or steel, or basically any material. He can also have the ability to have a reticle to help aim and throw where he's going to throw any of that chunk of whatever he grabs from the ground. So what would his reticle be? Himself, just with the ears. Hold on. And if you're probably wondering, first of all, I had a haircut last night, and it was cold. Ugh. I'm not good with cold, not good with needles. Even in my mouth when I have to get cavities filled. No, thank you. I'd rather be put under. But anywho, back to Shrek. Obviously, we also have to figure out another ability of his that will be unlocked, but with a different version of him, of course. So, Shrek 4 from the final chapter, or Shrek Final Chapter, or Final Chapter Shrek. Basically, Shrek. So that version of Shrek, yeah, let's do that. That version of Shrek can be able to, rather than roar, okay, actually maybe that, yeah, he can still roar. But press B, you can, no, hold B is still there. But press B, you can make his trumpet. That will be the extra ability of his to help break walls. So that basically means he has two attacks that will help him. And they're roaring attacks. So we also have to think about what he has. Every Lego character has two sets of combos when you start attacking. And that would probably be a little bit difficult. Like, I mean, for Shrek, he could probably mix in some punches, doing that little. Actually, yeah, let's go back to the Shrek the Third thing. He can. Well, actually, let's do that for the Shrek the Third guy. Although Shrek does seem. I honestly might need to make up what it would look like with the character wheel. Might be a big one, too. So I'm guessing main characters on the way top, side characters in the middle, background characters in the bottom. Double B, background and bottom. So I guess I just did Shrek out. Wait. here's something else. He's also a wall climber, so we need the wall climbing ability for him. Since he's big Lego figure, he can basically use his fingers to grapple onto that hard steel or metal, stone or wood. And then maybe for those special takedowns, when of course press B when that happens, he can either do that little spin thing he did and then kick them, or grabs an enemy and then headbutt, or actually pretends to headbutt. Like, you could probably like grab so many takedowns or even earn them. Oh, that would be cool if you can level them up. Yeah, let's do that. Leveling them up. However, if you unlock Shrek, the Shrek from the second movie, the Shrek from the third, or the fourth, and maybe soon someday in the fifth, which I'm hoping they make, Shrek has to perform different takedowns for specific Shreks. No idea what's going to happen in the fifth one, but I hope it partakes the same animation that Ruby Gillman did. And I don't care what people say, Ruby Gillman was an art. Although it would be good if the main character did not argue with her mother, who was trying to protect her. Classic parent and child dispute. I mean, I know the feeling, we all do. You know what? I think we should just not do just Shrek. Actually, oh yeah, he should be able to. Well, let's continue. We'll do some more others, but he can also be agile. He's a little agile, but even though he's a big Lego figure, he can at least grab one and do stuff like it shows in some of the things, some of the levels. So, Alex the Lion this time. Yeah, let's do Shrek, Alex, Poe, and Hiccup. The four main characters. Although technically this would be the same, but let's do it this way. So, although technically we never came across doing How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3, or a few other shorts. So, when it comes to Alex the Lion, he can cut rope or any sort of long material, and hold on. So, what else can Alex do? He can double jump, obviously. He can perfectly use those poles on walls to grapple to new areas. Wall climb because of that Madagascar 2 thing. And obviously break glass with his roar, his iconic roar. But mainly the tiger roar, considering everyone loves it when the tiger roars and the lion. So, okay, obviously, if he can claw, he can basically go like, so that letter that I just did, X. Use the X to do so. B, when it comes to, when he has a bar around him or something, sort of like the Lego characters of it, Incredibles, press B to activate a takedown of his. Like, he'll probably scare them off and then probably, whatever, but make them go fate. And then they basically got defeated, where you can take a heart from theirs. And of course, we also have to figure, he can also do that. Remember that super roar in the first Madagascar game, back when I played it on the original Xbox? Well, hold B, then move a little to anywhere you want to go, and then release your thunderous roar. Or your kingly roar in the best possible way. Then, I guess we could also do a little thing too. Here's the thing, even though he's not a big Lego figure, technically he should be, like, but then again, the Lego DreamWorks could be like so articulate. Like they cannot make it minifigures like standing on just 2 feet. Make them like how they are in the movies. So Alex the Lion, hold X, you get to throw mangoes. Wouldn't that be something? Mangoes. However, Alex the Lion cannot super jump because he's a regular lion, and although he has, well, actually, now that I think about it, you could probably just use a. Oh wait, Madagascar 3 version Alex can use a trampoline to jump high, and he could probably glide. Or better yet, he can also fly. Depending on which variant of Madagascar 3, like there's like probably different forms of Alex the Lion to do so. Well, yeah. So when it comes to Poe, we know he's agile. Looks exactly sort of like Shrek, more of the belly, but possesses kung fu spirit and kung fu no knowledge, as well as using his kung fu fighting styles. Not to mention his classic whooshy finger hold. So if he were to do that little whooshy finger hold of his, that would be his hold B. He grabs an enemy and then skadoosh. He actually says it when you release. But when it comes to, honestly, he doesn't really possess any throwing items. I mean, the only thing I could think of is probably throwing dumplings. No, he would eat them up. So Poe would basically be able to do that little roly-poly move of his by holding B while moving before doing so. And as for Poe, he would do that belly flop. Oh, I forgot about Alex. Alex's jump attack would have to be that of the Madagascar one, where he basically lunges diagonally to his enemy, but if there's any other enemies, he could still keep on like hit up, jump into the air, hit another, jump up, bouncing to each new enemy that comes in contact with him, or hold X, you darn, do some sort of lightning strike with his claws and a claw slam. So when it comes to say Poe, his is obviously going to be a belly flop. Now, time for Hiccup. Which of course I kind of sort of look like him, just need the braids and stuff. And when it comes to say Hiccup, let's just say that he has specific, well, he's not a brawler, that's for sure, with those weak little arms, but he does possess knowledge of Viking weapons. And of course, it's hold on, man. He could probably only use a shield to attack, considering that I'm talking about the Hiccup 1. Hiccup 1 has to have his shield only. And that was pretty much it, since he doesn't possess anything else. So what do we do for Hiccup? We just give him the same ability with holding X. When he's holding X, just throw the shield. Or at least he brings out the Wrangler and uses it to shoot targets from afar. Heck, even either both attack and also stun and trap enemies in bola snares. So, what would his shield also do? Hold B, you could just block. It's pretty much the only thing he can do. He can't glide. He can't call upon. Well, actually, here's the thing. If it's Hiccups just by himself, why can't he hold YA to jump into the air and get Toothless to help him? Like he uses a catapult, jumps into the. Well, it's also a moving catapult too. So that way you know where do you want to go. You got so you can decide where you want in which direction you want to jump towards. But Hiccup can fly with Toothless, and that's the Hiccup.1 variation. And we'll get to Hiccup 2 and 3 and a few others later. And although I would love to do the How to Train Your Dragon 2, you know what? Let's just do How to Train Your Dragon 2. How to Train Your Dragon 2, let's see. What would be the first level? Honestly, I think the only level you have. Okay, this one's a little bit more tricky. Because before Hiccup even showed up, it was mostly Astrid and the other dragon riders of Berk. So the only first two with their two dragons, Hiccup 2 and Hiccup and Astrid 2, but also Toothless and Stormfly. Like Hiccup can now be able to catapult himself, but without Toothless, he can now fly. Honestly, I think the first Hiccup. Wait a minute. No. I just realized something better. Press B and call Toothless in to help. Nah, that wouldn't work either. Maybe shoot like a bolt snare from the shield. That would be a good idea. No. Actually, just use hold X. Screw the Wrangler. Just use the shield as a boa snare throw. And when it comes to Hiccup 2, he doesn't wield a shield because he now made a dragon sword that can possess both a load of zippleback gas, and then ignite it with the zippleback sparks, and as well as inflame it with nightmare gel. And if it were a wall, he can actually make it so that he can grab. If there's like a missing wall, Hiccup, like if there's a missing pole, oh yeah, I'm going to make it so that Hiccup needs to be agile for Hiccup 2 with that new bulk of his, building bulk. And this is the Hiccup 2 variant, the one who doesn't clad and. Oh, can't just explain that yet. So Hiccup. Okay, let's just get straight to the. So in the level, you basically have to fight off that villain who then later on becomes good, who works for Drago Bloodfist. Ian, son of Ian. Aaron, son of Aaron, I think. Whatever, that guy, that's your boss. But you get to fight with both Hiccup, Hiccup, Astrid, Toothless, and Stormfly. Basically, the first time you, I guess, play as a dragon. I mean, I can't exactly remember how I did it, but I think I did. If you would comment, I would love that. But for the second level, let's just say that pretty much not much wrong. I mean, heck, it's not even going to be like, it's like a super long wait to even get to the second fight. And the second fight, actually, there's pretty much not that many levels in How to Train Your Dragon 2. So second level, you basically have to fight Drago and his minions, while also playing as the Bewildered Beast. But of course, the poor Bewildered Beast dies at the end of the level. And then, of course, Stoic dies, sadly. Third one is the Bewildered Beast battle in Berk, which, of course, is Hiccup with a cutscene where Toothless remembers, but that has to be like the same exactly. It cannot have a funny thing. It has to be where Hiccup and Toothless actually remember. And then Hiccup and Toothless start flying. And in a way, you play as Toothless and Hiccup and switch between the two. Toothless could shoot and steer. Actually, I do not know how that works. I mean, if it was multiplayer, then yes. Second player would probably have to use whatever. Or better yet, the second player could be Toothless as the second player can be the reticle to control where he shoots, and Hiccup basically steers Toothless. That's how it works. They're so on, so on. Then another stage with. Dang, you know what? This is just episode, whatever number this is for. Okay, so episode 1 of Lego DreamWorks Characters Analysis, and episode 2, whatever, of the Lego DreamWorks fan ideas. So, in the second stage, you probably play as both Hiccup and Toothless, and the dragons only, as Toothless is now empowered and has help from Stormfly and the other dragons, including Skull Crusher and Cloud Jumper, who have to stop the evil Bewilder Beast and Drago. So, I guess in a way, it's time to make the dragons be able to build too. Any character should build, like any possible character. And, yeah, I think this will be all for now, and I hope you all enjoy, and I can't wait to continue on with extra characters. Oh, wait, speaking of which, Hiccup 2 can glide with that is the first Hiccup who can glide when you unlock him. Sadly, not Astrid or any of the other Dragon Riders. Hold on, man, I forgot about that. That makes that fourth level. The third level, I completely forgot the second level should be that of Astrid and the gang trying to figure out what Drago Bloodfist is up to. Darn sniffling nose. Anywho, I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!